Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which at the time of this recording has lost a key area of support at around the $0.5 mark. We have also lost the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart. We have also managed to get into our red target area down here in the formation of this wave 2. And before I give you my next price targets and the next moves that I'm expecting here on the Fantom chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Fantom, after seeing its lower low at around the $0.16 mark, we started a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that has been obeying the ED12 structures, where you can see that I have this ED12 structure in red, having the first wave making its peak at around the $0.26 mark. And after seeing the high for that first wave to the upside, we started a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2, having that ABC corrective structure fully maximizing the formation of that wave 2. And after seeing the low for that second wave, we started another bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which has now given us a peak at around the $0.3575 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, we expected a retracement in the formation of that wave 4, which gave us the low for that fourth wave. Then we started another bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, which has now given us a peak at around the $0.6589 mark. And after completing the formation of this ED12 structure right here in red, after seeing that 5-wave structure to the upside, we completed an even larger ED12 count 1 to the upside, having our peak at around the $0.6589 mark. And after seeing the formation of a larger ED12 count 1, whatever we expect next here on the charts is a bit of a pullback in the formation of a larger ED12 count 2. And using the Fibonacci's, I was able to come up with a target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2 by connecting the fibs from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and that target area lies between the $0.4693 mark and the $0.354 mark. And at the time of this recording, you can see we have managed to get into the area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and there are chances that this low that we have at the moment could be the low for that second wave to the lower side. But we also have the risk of continuing to push a little bit lower to get to the area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, so that we can say that the low for that second wave is in. And once that plays out, then we can expect another massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. So I believe whatever we are seeing over here in this pullback is another perfect entry into Fantom, so that we can be able to ride another bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And once we see the low for that second wave, then we can be able to sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, where we also expect to see an ABC corrective structure because of the corrective nature we expect in a second wave, where we also expect to see an ABC corrective structure, where we are seeing that as the wave A, then a wave B making its peak at around the $0.6 mark, and I'm expecting one more new low in the formation of this wave C. And using a trend-based Fibonacci, I can be able to sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave C by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the high of that wave A to the low of that wave A, then drag the fibs to the high of that wave B, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave C at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.3879 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave C to the lower side to do. And once the wave C plays out, then that will be fully maximizing the formation of this second wave. And once the wave 2 is in, then we can expect our massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. So here on the short-term scenarios, we have the chances that the low could be in the formation of this wave 2 at around the $0.4153 mark. But we also have the risk of continuing to push a little bit lower to fully maximize our target area in the formation of that wave C at around the $0.38 mark. And once that happens, then we can term that as the low for that second wave. And in the formation of that wave 3, there are key scenarios that I'll be expecting over here, which is a break above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, and also a break above the $0.5 mark, which is now acting as resistance. Once we see the low for that second wave, I'll be expecting a bounce above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, and also above the key area of resistance at around the $0.5 mark for us to continue seeing higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, allow me to first take a look at the indicators, where here on the RSI you can see we are trading at around the 28 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support higher movements in the formation of that wave 3, but a bit of room for us to support lower movements in the formation of that wave 2 to fully maximize our target area. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, fully supporting the formation of that wave 2, and jumping to the daily chart so that I can give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart, basing it on the Elliot wave structures. Here on the daily chart you can see that Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now given us a low at around the $0.16 mark in what I'm terming as the formation of that wave 2. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expect on the long-term scenarios is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and this is what I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios, having my minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $5.7395 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Fantom to do on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.